In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all, dear students? I hope you all are fine, and I pray to Allah to keep us all safe and sound. I am Sarah Liaquat, and I will teach you the subject English. I welcome all the students of class 3 in our 13th lecture. The topic of our today's lecture is a comprehension passage. In this lecture, we will learn how to attempt a comprehension passage. So dear students, be ready with your stationery items. Take out your pencil and your notebook so that you can note down the important points. You have to pay full concentration, and supervision of your parents is also needed. There is a note for parents. This is the first time your child will do the comprehension, so I request you to help him to understand the rules. Now let us look at the contents of our today's lecture. First of all, I will start from points to ponder. Then, an introduction to the comprehension passage will be given. Then, I will read and comprehend the passage. And at the end, I will explain you how to answer the questions. So, here we have points to ponder. Dear students, this is a very interesting technique. All you have to ask your parents or your siblings to play a game in which one person will tell a story. आपको स्टोरीज सुनना अच्छा लगता है ना? तो बस आपने अपने किसी बड़े से कहना है कि आपको वो कहानी सुनाए. Then he or she will ask the questions about the story. और वो उसमें से आपसे questioning करे. And you have to think and then you will try to answer the questions. This is the basic idea of solving a comprehension passage. Now, let me give you the brief introduction of the word comprehension. What is meant by the word comprehension? किसे कहते हैं comprehension? The literal meaning of the word comprehension is the ability to understand what you listen or read. आप जो भी सुनते हैं, पढ़ते हैं, उसमें जो बात आपको समझ आती है, उससे उस सलाहियत को हम comprehension कहते हैं. But when you are reading the comprehension passage in your English class, it means you will be given an unseen passage to read. Then you must find and write the answers of the questions at the end of that passage. क्लास में जब आपको कोई भी comprehension passage दिया जाएगा, उसका मतलब ये होगा कि आपने उसको पढ़ना है और फिर उसमें से जो क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हुए हैं, आपने उनका आंसर देना है, उनका जवाब देना है. And in your exams, you will be given an unseen passage and you have to answer the questions. Well, dear students, there are certain rules for attempting a comprehension passage, and you must know the rules. If you want to attempt a comprehension passage correctly, then learning rules is very important. So let us look at the rules one by one. The very first rule is to read the passage carefully at least 3 times. Reading is very important. जब भी आप पैराग्राफ पढ़ें, उसको ध्यान से पढ़ें, बार बार पढ़ें, ताकि आपको पैराग्राफ समझ आ सके. Then get involved with the paragraph to understand it. पैराग्राफ को समझें, उसको देखें उसमें क्या कहा जा रहा है. Then underline the important lines. जो उसमें important lines हैं, अहम lines हैं, उन्हें underline कर लें. Make it prominent. You can use either pencil or a highlighter for that purpose. Try to translate a complex line in an easy one. जो complex line हो, जो मुश्किल line हो, उसको translate कर लें ताकि वो आपको समझ आ सके. Then underline the key words. उसमें जो अहम लफ्ज़ हैं, important words हैं, उनको आप underline कर लें, उनको भी आप prominent कर लें, highlight कर लें. And then at the end read the questions at least 3 times. Questions को ध्यान से पढ़ें, बार बार पढ़ें. Look at the demand of the questions कि पूछा क्या जा रहा है question में. And then go for answering the questions. And while answering the questions, you have to ensure that your answer should be to the point. You shouldn't write down the whole paragraph in the answers. No. Give to the point answer. जो पूछा गया है सिर्फ उसका जवाब दें. So class, let me give you small tips for improving your comprehension. Dear students, every time you read something, do not ignore an unknown word. You should find its meaning. जब भी आप कोई किताब पढ़ें, कोई स्टोरी पढ़ें, उसमें जो नए लफ्ज़ आपको मिलें तो उनको वैसे नहीं छोड़ना, उनके मीनिंग्स ढूंढने हैं. You have to open up your dictionaries and then find out their meanings. And once you found out the meanings, then you have to use those words in your daily conversation. You shouldn't forget those words. Don't forget to use them in your day-to-day conversation. उन्हें आप जितना अपनी बोलचाल में इस्तेमाल करेंगे वो लफ्ज़ आपकी मेमोरी में फीड हो जाएंगे. This practice will improve your vocabulary. आपके ज़ख़ीरा अल्फाज में इजाफ़ा होगा इससे. It will help you a lot. So, number one thing, you have to find out the meanings of new words. Then you have to use those words in your conversation. And then it will be a part of your vocabulary. So, dear students, here we have a sample passage. I will read it and explain it to you, and together we will try to learn how to attempt a comprehension passage. So let's start reading. One night, Hazrat Ibrahim had a dream. Do you know Hazrat Ibrahim? Who was Hazrat Ibrahim? Yes, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was the messenger of Allah. So one night he had a dream. He dreamt Allah told him to sacrifice Hazrat Ismail. So who was Hazrat Ismail? Hazrat Ismail was the son of Hazrat Ibrahim. So dear students, as you can see, the word sacrifice is underlined here, which means an act of slaughtering an animal or a person in order to please a deity or a god. So Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam had a dream to sacrifice his own son. So the passage is all about the great sacrifice of Hazrat Ibrahim. Hazrat Ibrahim thought it was Shaitan playing nasty tricks on him. Hazrat Ibrahim को जब ये ख्वाब आया तो उन्हें लगा कि ये शैतान है जो उनको ऐसा ख्वाब दिखा रहा है. Nasty tricks means mischievous acts. चाल, शरारत. So उन्हें समझ नहीं आई स्टार्ट में और उन्हें लगा कि ये शैतान है जो काम कर रही है, उन्हें ऐसा ख्वाब दिखा रहे हैं. The next night, Hazrat Ibrahim had the same dream. अगली रात उनको फिर वही ख्वाब आया और जब दोबारा उन्होंने यही ख्वाब देखा, then he realized that this is a dream from Allah. So, even though he loved his son dearly, अब अपने बेटे से बेहद मोहब्बत करते थे, he was prepared to do this difficult thing for Allah. आप अल्लाह की खातिर ये मुश्किल तरीन काम करने को तैयार हो गए. The word prepared means he became ready to do that. Hazrat Ibrahim told Hazrat Ismail they had to go to Mount Arafat. Now see here, students, the word Mount Arafat is underlined. Do you know what is it? Yes, this is the name of a mountain and this is a place in Saudi Arabia. So he took a knife. Who took a knife? Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam took a knife and a rope with him. आपने अपने साथ एक छुरी ली और एक रस्सी पकड़ ली. The devil. The word devil is underlined here. It means a very wicked being like Shaitan. So Shaitan came to Hazrat Ibrahim and tried to talk him out of sacrificing his son. So शैतान आया आपके रास्ते में और उसने पूरी कोशिश की कि हज़रत इब्राहीम को उनके अजीम मकसद से हटा दे कि ताकि आप अपने बेटे की कुर्बानी ना दे सकें. हज़रत इब्राहीम वुड नॉट लिसन टू हिम. हज़रत इब्राहीम ने बिल्कुल उसकी बात नहीं सुनी, शैतान की बात तो बिल्कुल नहीं सुनी. When they reached Mount Arafat, Hazrat Ibrahim told Hazrat Ismail what Allah wanted him to do. Hazrat Ismail listened and accepted what was to happen. Hazrat Ismail asked his father to do as Allah asked him to do. हज़रत इब्राहीम ने जब हज़रत इस्माइल को बताया कि अल्लाह क्या चाहता है, तो हज़रत इस्माइल ने फ़ौरन आपकी बात मान ली और अपने वालिद को कहा कि जो आपको करने का हुक्म दिया है अल्लाह ने वो कर गुजरिए. हज़रत इब्राहीम ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड हिमसेल्फ एंड हज़रत इस्माइल एज वेल. नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, द वर्ड ब्लाइंड फोल्डेड इज़ अंडरलाइंड हेयर. इट मीन्स टू कवर योर आइज़ एज टू हिंडर फ्रॉम सीइंग. ऐसे आँखों पर पट्टी बांध देना जिससे आपको कुछ नज़र ना आए. सो ऑब्वियसली हज़रत इब्राहीम अपने बेटे से मोहब्बत करते थे, मगर अल्लाह की रज़ा के लिए वो अपने बेटे को कुर्बान करने जा रहे थे, इसलिए उन्होंने अपनी आँखों पर पट्टी बांध दी ताकि उनको रहम ना आ जाए कहीं. और उन्होंने अपनी आँखों पे भी पट्टी बांध ली और अपने बेटे की आँखों पे भी पट्टी बांध दी. सो ही डिड एज हज़रत इस्माइल हैड सेड. ही देन टुक द नाइफ एंड डिड व्हाट अल्लाह हैड टोल्ड हिम टू डू. फिर आपने छुरी पकड़ी और वो काम कर गुजरे जिसका आपको अल्लाह ने हुक्म दिया था. When he took the blindfold from his eyes, he looked down not at his son but at a dead ram. फिर जब आपने अपनी आंखों पर से पट्टी हटाई तो आपने वहाँ पर अपना बेटा ना देखा, बल्कि क्या देखा वहाँ पर? एक डेड रैम. रैम इज़ अ मेल शीप. एक मेंढा, भेड़ देखी वहाँ पर. हज़रत इस्माइल वॉज एट हिज साइड. और हज़रत इस्माइल कहाँ थे? आपके पास खड़े थे. हज़रत इब्राहीम वॉज अफ्रेड. हज़रत इब्राहीम डर गए. ही थॉट ही हैड डिसोबेड. डिसोबेड मीन्स कि नाफरमानी कर दी है. आपको लगा कि आपने तो अल्लाह का हुक्म नहीं माना. बट देन ही हर्ड अ वॉइस. फिर आपने एक आवाज़ सुनी, टेलिंग हिम नॉट टू वरी. और उस आवाज़ ने आपको कहा कि परेशान नहीं हो. अल्लाह लुक्स आफ्टर हिज फॉलोअर्स. अल्लाह अपने पैरोकारों की हिफाजत करता है, उनका ख्याल रखता है. हज़रत इब्राहीम एंड हज़रत इस्माइल हैड पास्ड अ डिफ़िकल्ट टेस्ट. हज़रत इब्राहीम और हज़रत इस्माइल ने एक बहुत मुश्किल टेस्ट पास कर लिया. उनकी ये एक बहुत बड़ी आजमाइश थी अल्लाह की तरफ से. अल्लाह ताला सिर्फ उनको टेस्ट कर रहे थे कि क्या वो अपने मेरी बात मानते हैं या अपने बेटे की मोहब्बत जो है वो उन पर गालिब आ जाती है. मगर हज़रत इब्राहीम और हज़रत इस्माइल दोनों ने ये डिफ़िकल्ट टेस्ट पास कर लिया. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज़ द पैसेज वी हैव and we have underlined the difficult words and now we know their meanings and now let us look at the question answers. So dear students, here are the questions. And let me tell you one thing, that in every question there is a key word. जो भी सवाल पूछा जा रहा होता है उसमें एक key word होता है. So we have to underline that key word. For example, in the very first question, what did Hazrat Ibrahim dream about? Here the word dream is a key word. Dream जो है वो एक की वर्ड है, इसको हमने अंडरलाइन कर लिया. अब हम पैराग्राफ में देखेंगे कि कहाँ लफ्ज़ ड्रीम इस्तेमाल हुआ है, एंड देन इट विल हेल्प अस टू फाइंड आउट आवर आंसर. सो can you find out the word dream in your paragraph in the passage? Yes, he dreamt Allah told him to sacrifice Hazrat Ismail. Yes, this line is our answer. We can pick out that line and write it in our answer. And while answering the questions, dear students, we have to keep it in our mind that our answer should be to the point. It should be precise, it should be short, it should be direct. And now look at question number 2. What did he think about his dream? Now, what is the key word here in this question? Can you give me the answer? Yes, the word think is the key word. So underline this word think and look at that word in the passage. The second form of this word is used in the passage. What is the second form of the word think? Thought. Yes, he thought. So can you find out the line? So look at this answer. He thought it was Shaitan playing nasty tricks on him. Now let us read the next question. What was Hazrat Ibrahim prepared for? And any one of you can give me the key word in this question? Prepared. Yes, prepared. Now find out the word prepared in the passage and you will find out your answer. Yes, the answer is he was prepared to sacrifice Hazrat Ismail for Allah. So the next question, question number 4 is, what did Hazrat Ibrahim take with him to Mount Arafat? So dear students, what is the key word here? Take. Take is the key word. And in the passage, the second form of this word is used. What is the second form of the word take? Took. Yes, took is the second form. So have you found the word took? And you found the answer? Yes, the answer is he took a knife and a rope with him. Now let me read the next question, question number 5. What did Shaitan do? And can you find the answer? Yes, the answer is very simple. The devil, Shaitan, came to Hazrat Ibrahim and tried to talk him out of sacrificing his son. And now, dear students, I'm going to give you a home assignment. This is a very interesting story. The ass and the load of salt. You have to read it, you have to comprehend it, you have to underline the difficult words or the new words, you have to find out their meanings, you have to read it over and over again so that you will be able to understand it. And this is a very, very interesting story with a very interesting message. So do it. You can also take a help from your parents. So dear students, there are 4 questions. You have to read those questions and then find out their answers and write down those answers on your separate notebooks of English B, and I will check it. And if you have any problem or any queries or questions, you can ask me. Thank you.